Hey tubers, Mike here with Two Engineers Garage, and today we are going to be installing JKS quicker disconnects on my 97 Grand Cherokee. So the first thing we got to do to get these installed is we need to remove our old sway bar links. Now your mileage may vary. You're going to want to start off by jacking the vehicle up. At least I would assume you'd want to jack it up. I'm jacking mine up. Okay, these are the sway bar links right here. This is the sway bar. And for me, this thing's never been off, or at least it's been a long time, so I'm just going to get in there with a cutoff wheel and an angle grinder, cut this. This top bolt here is the one I took loose doing the lift, and that wasn't a very good idea, so this nut is actually just welded on, and this has been sliding up and down on the shaft because it's not tight, but it's just welded in place. So I'm also going to be cutting this off. Probably down in here is what I'm going to do, but you can also try taking a big old Torx if yours is still stock on this side and not, try to get that loose. But I'm just going to do a little slice and dice with a cutoff wheel, and we'll be back. Alright, now we almost got the sway bar link out of here. This bottom bolt, I'm ending up grinding it off from this side, and good old cordless tools, I'm waiting for the battery to charge, but I got this top piece out, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the install on it. And when you open the packaging up, you're going to get a install booklet, I believe this looks like thread lock, and a decal, and you're going to get the inside of the front, which also I believe is just simple install instructions. Not quite nearly as lengthy as these. I don't know. Honestly, don't know why they would do both. You're going to have both the disconnects, the straps up there, the pins, these pins, 2 bags of hardware. So, from looking at the instructions, I believe we need to get this bag of hardware and the strap and get that onto the sway bar, which is following this little diagram right here. Okay, so be sure to follow the instructions whether you have a ZJ, XJ, or TJ, as they do differ slightly. But I'm going to go ahead and install it just like they show here, with the bolt, flat washer, the sway bar in there, the strap and the nut, and we'll come back. So I got this all grinded out, beat it out of there, but as you can see, these angles are not quite going to line up too well. So came over here to the driver's side and just cut this end off here so that it can jiggle and do whatever it's going to do and move around, so that I can get this moved around here a little bit so that we can get it more like this. Alright, next step is to get the pins out of here, okay, and then up in here they package this little rubberized washer deal, so that goes right on the end like that. Then we're going to take and come down here, get that all the way through. It says to make sure that these holes are horizontal, and they show shoving a screwdriver in there to prevent it from turning. And then we take our lock nut and we just put this on here like this. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get a screwdriver and get this tightened down. At this point, we have our bottom pin here installed and tight. This is pointing more or less horizontal. We got this on the strap on our sway bar properly. Make sure that the larger end is facing out. The inner side is smaller and threaded. Okay, and this doesn't quite look square to me, so I might have to tap that just a little bit to square it up. But at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tire, Put that back on, just gently put on maybe 3 lug nuts just so it can sit there. Lower the jack down so that it's sitting on both wheels like it normally would, so that I can get the angle set correctly on the sway bar. And yeah, so let me get the wheel put on and we'll go from there. Back on, the vehicle's sitting as it normally would, not supported by any jack or anything. So the booklet says that we need a 10-degree angle. I'm sure there's probably a better way of doing this, but I'm going to merely try to ballpark it. And I think I'm pretty good right about where I'm at. They also do list a maximum length depending upon the part number and the vehicle that it can run at. So you can also check that if you're having trouble with it. But all you need to do is just rotate until you get the correct length, and then run this all the way down against the main body of it, and tighten this nut down, and that'll prevent your adjustment from ever changing. So I'm going to go ahead, get this adjusted, get it in there, get this jam nut tightened down, and get everything the way it needs to be, get this top bolt installed probably, and yeah, we'll see how it goes, and we'll get going with it. At this point we're almost finished. I got my length set, my jam nut is tightened down. This bolt right here, they say to put thread locker on it. It also make sure you have the lock washer that goes right in there. I haven't put any thread locker on it yet. I'm going to use the stuff that they supplied in the package. But I'm going to wait to cut that package open until I have both of these ready to go, so that way it doesn't dry out or anything, as I'm not super duper knowledgeable on that kind of stuff. So now all you got to do is just get these connected up here, which is a little easier said than done if you're running a 2-inch spacers without putting on a new track bar. But as you can see, this is on here, and then all I got to do is put my pin through there and grease everything up. You also want to be careful when you're putting these pins on to make sure that you have this correctly installed so that they don't come out. The slide pins are right here. I would also probably recommend going to like Menards or something and getting some spare ones in case you lose them. My vehicle does not have the OEM skid plates, so I cannot take advantage of the little storage that they offer. Sadly, they do have little storage spots for these if you have the OEM skid plate. So all you gotta do is just slide it through there. This clicks in real nice, and it's on there correctly and properly. So all you gotta do is take the caps off the Zerk fittings, grease it up really nice. You're all ready to go, and just repeat the process for the driver's side. Thanks for watching, tubers. Hope this helped. If it did, drop us a like. It really helps us out. Share it, subscribe. See you later.